Hey guys, Kate McCoy here. Last week I talked to you about decision making and the power that that has in changing your life. And this week I want to talk to you a little bit about action taking and, more importantly, managing emotion, which is so interesting, right? It seems probably like a random topic, but I want to talk about it because it's really important, particularly when you're getting ready to do something crazy like go travel for a year or start a new business. I'm just gonna let that helicopter go over. I'm having a hard time finding quiet places to film lately. It's been quite an ordeal. Anyway, so once you've made a decision and a commitment to getting what it is that you want, it's really important that you start taking action. We talked about that, right? And you need to take action regularly. You can't just do one and done. It's all about repetition and over again. That's how things grow, right? If you think about your life and areas that you've been successful in, so if you're really good at, say, a sport or something of that nature, chances are the reason that you're really successful in that area is that you dedicated a lot of time to it, you practiced over and over again, and you learned, right? You found people to teach you, coaches, things of that nature, and you put your resources into learning how to master that sport. And the same is true for anything else that you want in your life. So if you want to travel, if you want to start a business, you can apply those same success strategies into that area. And so, like I said, putting regular action is going to get you closer to the results. And so one of the things that you have to learn how to do, particularly as a business owner, is learning how to master your emotions and not allow your emotions to rule when you get stuff done. I got another helicopter. Like, what is going on? I don't understand. This is the joy of being an online entrepreneur. Sometimes you make videos and you have to stop in the middle because there's helicopters. Anyway, so maybe I should cut that out of this video. Alright, so you have to learn how to master your emotion in order to keep it from preventing you from doing the action that you need to take to get the results that you want. So I'll give an example for myself. A few years ago, when I was running my freelance business, if I had a down day in my personal life, like for instance, I went through kind of an ugly little breakup, and I got a little brokenhearted, as we do. I let that kind of shut down my business for a while. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, and it's a pretty common story, right? If you're a freelancer or an entrepreneur, sometimes we forget that like our life and our business are separate because they're so tied to who we are in our core. And so I got distracted, I let my emotions kind of run the show, and then it was, a couple of weeks later and I realized I didn't have any business lined up because I had stopped taking the actions that I needed to take to line up business, and it was like, oh God. And so it's really important to learn to kind of separate your life and your business and to manage your emotions, right? Tony Robbins calls it staying in peak state. Tony Robbins is one of the best teachers that I have ever learned from, and really learned a lot about kind of your emotions have no business running your business. Your heart has no business running your business. That's another post that I'm going to be doing, is like why I'm no longer a heart-based entrepreneur. But more importantly, it's the emotions. So anyway, a few years ago, like I said, if I had a really bad emotional time, my business would suffer. And, I could let my emotions, my self-talk or self-doubt, this wind, really put me into a bad place. And it could take me down for days or weeks. And I've learned over the last few years, and it's been a real process of how to, this wind is insane. I've learned how typically to not allow my emotions to take over my life. So I recently had a bad day, and it was totally a random day, and I think it was hormone based. Anybody that's in their late 30s understands that sometimes hormones hit and you just can't control it. But it took me out for like most of the day, and that's pretty rare for me. And I realized like how amazing it is that that's now rare for me. That's the exception, because it used to really be the rule. I used to allow emotions to run my life. I used to allow emotions to run my business and really dictate the results. And so it was really no wonder that I was never really getting the results that I wanted on a regular basis, because I was allowing any mood to kind of adjust to dictate the results that I got and the actions that I took. And now I take action no matter what, almost all of the time. So of course we all have bad days. And sometimes you've done too much. And in my case, I burn out a lot. And I have to take a step back. I have to force myself to take time off, because I'm so excited to do these things that then I do too much, and it's like, oh my God, you're a lunatic. You gotta take a day off and have some fun and sit in a park. And then I end up making videos and getting stuck in the wind. Anyway, so actual strategy here, instead of just talking about the emotion. One quick hack is to start by focusing on what you have in your life if you're having a bad day. So focusing on gratitude. I start every day with gratitude. I used to handwrite for a full page on gratitude. I now kind of short circuit that usually, and I use the 5-minute journal app, and I write down 3 things that I'm grateful for, 3 things that are going to make today great, and then something else. It's a really great little program, but I still do morning pages. That's another tip. It's just writing. I usually write for a page or 2 and just kind of get the stuff out of my head and clear it, and then I try to get focused on a couple of tasks that are most critical for the day. I don't know what's happening with this wind. I think we're going to have a tropical storm here. It was completely calm about 20 minutes ago. It's unreal. So anyway, I focus on, I try to always get one big thing done in the morning, and that's the most important thing. So figuring out how to prioritize what you really need to do. Pick the one thing that you have to do every day and do that first. If you do that consistently enough, then you're always hitting your target, and anything you do on top of that one thing is icing on the cake. So go do it. Sorry about all the noise and all of the distraction. Maybe it'll calm down for next week.